are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the Boston Red Sox and the New York Yankees. Alongside Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and guys, both Sox have won the first 2 games of the series, so they're looking for a 3-game sweep here today.
Yeah, Matty, this would be a huge momentum and confidence boost for this ball club. It is so difficult to sweep a series, especially on the road. They get this W here today, it's going to be a lot of happy ball players leaving that locker room after this one.
Jamison Taillon will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, I'm really excited to watch this guy in this one. He's strung together a solid season up to this point. ERA in the low 2s, and that's not an easy thing to do in this day and age of high-scoring games and home runs and teams filled with guys that get hit throughout the lineup. This is a really good pitcher.
And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've been on the skids recently, losers in 7 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been a very good homestand. And D-Row, through the first 5 games of this set, 1-4, that's not going to get it done at this level.
Yeah, and have lost in a variety of ways, whether it be on some bad pitching, some mistakes in the middle of the zone, untimely defense, not swinging the bats well. They have to find a way to get this win today.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-2. There's a base hit on the line. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning.
What a hot streak. Stay hot, my friend. Up over 290. He is flirting with that 300, elusive 300 batting average mark.
Alex Verdugo digging in now. And this one's in the dirt. And no advance. It's ball 1. And Verdugo goes in front. 2 balls and no strikes. And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Too tight with that one. 3-0. A runner at first with no outs here. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. The 3-1 pitch. Full count now. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Here's J.D. Martinez. He went deep in the contest last night. First pitch on the way. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Martinez has a track record of power hitting at the major league level, over 250 career home runs. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Bogarts over at second. Verdugo at first with no outs. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Number 3 hole hitter up right now. Cleanup guy on deck. 2-ball, 2-strike count. I think pitcher wants to make something happen right here.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 one more time. He swung on and missed, strike 3.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Next up for the Red Sox, Rafael Devers. RBI opportunity for him here, and he's the guy you want at the plate as he currently leads the American League in runs driven in.
Yeah, and a big reason why he's got so many RBIs is that home run pop he's got. In fact, he leads the league right now in round trippers.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a ball, 1-0.
Man, that's one of those. How could you not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
Oh, and it's tailor-made to short. 6, 4, 3, but it's not in time, and the inning will continue.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
To the plate now, Corey Dickerson, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1, and they're runners at the corners now. The 0-1 offering. 1-1. It looked like the fastball got away from him there. Here's the 1-1. High and deep down the left field line. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Here's the 1-2. Struck him out. You talk about pulling a rabbit out of your hat. He gets out of the jam, and the side is retired. Boston strands a couple. Red Sox nothing. Yankees coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Garrett Richards gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Here's the first pitch. Gio Urshela is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Guys, this Red Sox ball club entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning Game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Maybe a favorable call there, taken for a strike.
Your eyes light up from the offensive side playing in a hitter's park like this. Have to get the ball up to do some damage. I'm not mad at that take.
The count now at 2-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
Classic slider, down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. The 1-1 home. In the air, out to right. Santander waits on it, and that's the second out of the inning. With that, it's time to check out the starting lineup for the hometown Yankees. Mark, how do they bounce back and avoid the dreaded sweep?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. One and two to DJ LeMahieu.
1-2.
Yeah, guys, he's got so much respect for this guy's fastball. You could tell he was out in front on that slider. I think he goes to the well one more time with that pitch.
Swing and a line drive. And that is in there for a 2-out base knock. Throw into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. Striding in for Boston, Anthony Santander, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
Well, today's game provides the Red Sox with a chance to complete a series sweep, guys.
Sure does, and it's always difficult to sweep and win a series on the road, especially when you're playing a division opponent.
And it's 1-2.
Well, he kind of struggled through that first inning, but ended up getting out of it. Now here in the second, you know he'd love to get this leadoff guy and get off on the right foot and maybe settle into this game a bit.
Bouncer up the middle. Scooped up. Throw is in time for the first out of the second.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
That'll bring up Bobby Dahlbeck as he sends it on the ground to first. Fielded cleanly, and quickly there are two away.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Christian Vasquez.
Next to hit, Christian Vasquez. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
No score here as we play inning number 2. A 1-1 count now to Vasquez.
1 ball, 1 strike.
With the way this guy's throwing on the mound, you cannot be chasing. You have to set your sights a little bit lower and control the strike zone.
High and deep to right center. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And now that'll hop over the wall. So he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double. Into the box, Kike Hernandez. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Opportunity for him here to pick up that runner from second with 2 away. The set and the 1-0.
Nope, that's down.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at bat. Not much reason for it.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
He's really going to need to keep the walks down in this start. He's in danger of walking the second guy in 2 innings here.
Here's the 3-0. Slider finds the zone for a strike.
It'll be interesting if he comes in the zone aggressively again here. With the base open, he doesn't have to.
He's set. The 3-1.
Okay.
Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
He was able to sneak that fastball by him on 3-1, so now we've got a battle on our hands.
Vasquez stands at second with 2 gone. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
He almost got him to commit there. As we take another look at it in slow motion, he comes awfully close to breaking that plane, but he was able to hold back. Strong wrist, and he gets a trip to first because of it.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Hard liner, but picked up on a hop. And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Boston strands a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. Comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. First pitch on the way. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
1-1.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike 2. The 1-2.
I got to count 2-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
The 2-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Bogaerts has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
So here's how the both Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And guys, let's take a look at Rafael Devers. Got rushed to the big league super quick because the guy could flat rake. Defense has lagged a little bit behind. Had some throwing issues early, but working on his craft and continuing to get better every year.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. The average coming into play right at 320. A dozen home runs and 43 RBIs. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
There's ball 4.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Luke Voigt. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. He's set. Here it comes. Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here, 0-1.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Verdugo waits on it. 2 down.
Batting 7, the left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Next for New York, Giancarlo Stanton. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. Bottom of the 2nd here with no score. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Smoke toward the hole. And Stanton's aboard. It's a base hit. He'll hold at 2nd, and there are 2 aboard now.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the 2nd one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Into the box now, Clint Frazier. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. One and 1, the count to Clint Frazier.
That hook stayed up in the zone. You can see he struggled with that curveball early. He's trying to find that release point with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to see if he can find the feel for that thing moving forward.
The set and the 1-1. And it's fouled away. From the stretch, the 1-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Santander waits on it. No problem with this one, and the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. We'll move to the 3rd with no score.
Welcome back to the Bronx, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Yankees this season. With the lowest team ERA in the league, it's clear they typically post solid outing after solid outing. And one of the members of their coaching staff told me a big part of that has come from their ability to limit the long ball, a category they also lead the league in. He said that forces the opposing lineups to really string together hits in order to score. because a bloop and a blast is just not something you're going to get off of us. Guys, this appears to be a really tough group of pitchers to barrel up.
Thank you, Heidi. First pitch on the way.
Count 1-0.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
The 2-2. Swing and a liner, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And he fouls this one off. Set to deal on 2-2. Fouled off.
Hey, have an AB right here. I know it's frustrating the heck out of the pitcher. You keep fouling these pitches off, maybe one misses over the heart of the plate.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. And with one away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. One gone here in the Boston third. And into bat next, one of the best run producers in the land, J.D. Martinez. Here's the first pitch to him. Lifted into center field. Frazier is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Up next for the Red Sox, the third baseman, Rafael Devers.
2 down, no one on base, and that brings up the third baseman, Rafael Devers. First offering on its way.
Yeah.
The windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Fouled away. Third inning, no score to this point. And another foul ball.
I'll tell you right now, he let go of that one, and he wanted to pull it back. That was a hanger, bad spot over the heart of the plate. He's lucky. He's lucky that's...
But we'll have to press pause as that's strike 3 to retire the side. Down in order go the Red Sox. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Bottom of the third now, and up to bat next, it'll be the catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
Kyle Higashioka.
First pitch on its way. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Santander is over near the stands as he makes the catch for the first down.
Now batting, number 29.
So back to the top of the Yankee order. Digging in, Gio Urshela struck out in his first at-bat. And now a pitch on the way. And a slider tails outside for ball 1. Ball 2 now.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB,
he went down on strikes.
And it's fouled away. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And that one finds the target on the outside corner, 2-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. Verdugo is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
The shortstop, Miguel Andujar.
Next up is Miguel Andujar. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. First pitch on the way. And he fouls this one off. 2 out, nobody on. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
This could be a huge win for the guy on the mound if he's able to get out of this inning 1, 2, 3 and start fresh next inning with the middle of the order.
Richards peers in, ready with the 1-1 pitch.
Nope, outside.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. All set for the start of the 4th. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Corey Dickerson.
I know we're not seeing a lot of offense in this one, but there's still some game left. I'm looking to see these guys, both offenses, make some notable adjustments at the dish and try and scratch a few runs across.
Hey, after that hit right there, DeRosa, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Anthony Santander, the next to bat, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Has a look, now the pitch.
Nope, that's inside.
Fouled off.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Here comes the 1-2. Is laid off for ball 2.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it, 1 gone.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
So now to the plate, Bobby Dahlbeck, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
very weakly on the ground. A line shot to third base. And it got there so quickly the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the one out.
Up next for the Red Sox, the catcher, Vasquez.
So 2 down and a runner at first. And from the on-deck circle into the batter's box comes Vasquez. From the stretch.
Oh, that's out.
Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
Hey, after the double in his first at-bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. Dickerson leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Two and 2 the count. Fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him looking at the knees for the strikeout. Red Sox lead 1. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll start things out against Garrett Richards as we get the inning underway. First pitch of the AB on its way.
Ball 1.
And a good fastball there, but this just misses the zone for ball 1. Line to the right side. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. So make it 2 hits for him in this one as he's on base here in the home 4th as he tacks on to his total, currently 3rd best on the Yankee ball club. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Hey, that's a huge set-the-tone pitch right there. To a great hitter, you do not want to fall behind 1-0 and have him sitting all over a fastball or guessing what you throw next. You get ahead 0-1, and now the count's in your favor, and you and your catcher can start doing some things.
Behind 0-2 now. Liner in there for a base hit. Just an absolute laser that time, screaming off the bat, if you will, and Showtrack tells us it went out at 112 miles an hour. Those are the line drives you can hear as they go by. Next up will be Gleyber Torres.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
Right to him. The second for one. On to first, a double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old two-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Stepping in now, Luke Voigt, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. One and 0, here it is. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
The set and the 2-0. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a called strike anyway. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
The 3-1.
Hey, what a job right here to put yourself in position to get out of this one after giving up back-to-back singles to the first two batters.
Payoff pitch on its way. Pitch is popped up. Vasquez moving to his left, and that will end the inning. One left for the Yankees. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to the Bronx as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I talked about the Red Sox offense with the Boston manager. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game, and that they just need to stick to the process.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And now in the box, Kike Hernandez. He'll start off the 5th in this one. Here's the first pitch. Liner towards second. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Hey, so far it's been easy pickings for this pitcher. He's gone through this lineup almost unscathed. But right there, leadoff single, middle part of the game. Let's see if he makes an adjustment before they do.
Standing in now, Xander Bogaerts. A ball hit hard to the left side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. Lifted down the line in left. Stanton on the run. He's there and records the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Set and the pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Hernandez on second. Bogaerts at first, 1 gone. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Rafael Devers the next to bat, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
Now a check swing, but he does manage to hold up in time. Ball 3. No runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Red Sox to this point. He loses him on ball 4.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
And stepping in, Corey Dickerson, one of the bigger spots in the ball game so far. Base is juiced now with 2 away. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
From an offensive standpoint, this is where you got to push the throttle right here. You've had a couple hits in the inning. You got a 1-0 count leverage. Let's see if he can gap something.
2 balls and no strikes now to the Red Sox left fielder.
A lot of pitches away here, which is pretty much what you're forced to do with lefty batters here at Yankee Stadium. It doesn't take much to hook one out of here to right field with that short porch out there.
2 out, bases loaded. And it's fouled away. That's ball 3 in the dirt.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Three and 1, here it is. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. He's under it, and that ends the inning. Red Sox leave him loaded. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with the Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said they're searching for ways to drive the ball with some authority because it's just not happening for them today. They haven't gotten an extra base hit yet, so it's been a real struggle getting guys into scoring position. But the key, he said, is not to panic. Sometimes you just have to fight through the downturns and keep your focus and energy high.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The left fielder, Giancarlo Stanton.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Giancarlo Stanton is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Now the pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A little bouncer. Here comes the 1-2. Lunging at a changeup that time, and he pops it up near second. And he'll put this one away for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, center fielder, Clint Frazier.
Now to the plate, here is Clint Frazier. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch on its way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders, but now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Two and 1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. And this one's low here, so the count swells to 3-1. The pitch. Popped up. Hernandez is there. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter, the catcher, Kyle Higashioka.
So now here is Kyle Higashioka. He flew out in his last AB. First offering on its way.
That's a ball.
And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter-friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
That's wide, 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They're getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
The 3-1. Strike 2 swinging.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
And he chased one there as this is bounced to short. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark, and we still have no score. Digging in, the switch hitter, Anthony Santander. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Anthony Santander.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball 1. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Now that pitch tells me this guy's feeling frisky right now. He's on. He's got everything working.
The 1-1. And he fouls this one off. Now another 1-2. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
At the plate now, Bobby Dahlbeck. As he'll take a look at ball one. No hits to this point. Now the 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is looked at for ball number 2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Called strike 2 as he locks him up there. And he punches out another one, make it 9 for the ball game.
He's got good swing and miss stuff in this game. That's back-to-back Ks, and that was his 9th of the game. If you're striking out 1 or more an inning, you're throwing the ball pretty well.
Into the box, Christian Vasquez. As the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Now the slider gets the call in the bottom part of the zone.
I mean, this offense has struggled because they haven't been able to make the adjustment. He stayed staunch on the outer half, and these guys have not worked the ball the other way.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. And with just 5 2/3 innings under his belt, he's about to hit the century mark in his pitch count now.
Yeah, Matty V, and the way baseball is played these days, it's about 6 innings or 100 heaves, and you're pretty much looking for that bullpen. And D-Roll right now, this guy's pretty vulnerable right now in this game.
Yeah, Dan, you were a monster down that bullpen. That's what it seems to be in today's game. There's 5 or 6 of you guys hanging out down there. So he's going to empty the bucket right here until the manager gets him.
Full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. High fly ball out to straightaway center. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Still no score. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Gio Urshela. A strikeout and a lineout for him so far. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0 home.
2-0.
Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Now batting, shortstop, Miguel Andujar.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. On its way is pitch number 75. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Santander waits on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman, DJ.
2 away now in the Yankees' 6th, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu. Richards is ready. Here's the first pitch.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
The 0-1 on its way.
1 ball, 1 strike.
2 out, nobody on. Good hard slider at 88. It's 1-2 now.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Hit down the line at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So the Yanks go 1-2-3. We are still scoreless. Chad Green is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 57, Chad Green.
New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Kike Hernandez. He's set, here it comes.
Count 1-0.
Double-barreled action in the Yankee bullpen now. A lefty and a right-hander start to get loose. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2. Two 2-0 pitch on the way.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Here comes the payoff pitch.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
The next 3-2. And he lays off ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Xander Bogaerts. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope.
And this is low, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Two balls and no strikes for Bogaerts.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
The 2-0 on the way. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike 1. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's full now at 3-2. And he misses with it, ball 4, so the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
The center fielder, number 99, Alex.
Now to the plate, Alex Verdugo flew out last time up. From the stretch.
Yeah. 0-1.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Hernandez at second. Bogarts on at first with nobody out. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. One away.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
The plate now is the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
First pitch of the AB now. In there at the letters 0-1. For his career in this matchup, he's a .300 hitter, 3 for 10. A 1 pitch on its way.
Hey, I noticed pitcher's getting ahead right here. He's got the hitter down 0-2, but to this guy in the box, might want to just live on the corners a little bit more. You keep missing down the middle, something's not coming back.
Still no balls and 2 strikes.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
The next 0-2. Hard hit ball to second. And that's through for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, so that'll hold that go-ahead run at third now with still only 1 away.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, Dero, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
Here now is Rafael Devers. He's got an opportunity here in a bases-loaded situation and seems like the right man for the job.
I'd say so. He's the team leader in RBIs. Time for the right man in the right spot.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. Down the third baseline.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Ready with another 0-2. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. Good work there to prevent any advance. It's 1-2. Bases are loaded here. 1 man out. And a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and a big out there as the go-ahead run stays at third with 2 gone now.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Zach Britton answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. plate now, Corey Dickerson. Fouled off. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Comes set, the 0-1. Goes the other way as this is line to left. Stanton is there now to put this one away for the 3rd out as they'll strand that potential go-ahead run at third base. Red Sox leave them loaded, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring up the outfielder, Aaron Judge. First pitch of the AB on its way. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
Here it comes. To 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone. One gone here in the Yankee 7th, and that will bring up the exciting middle infielder, Gleyber Torres. First delivery to him. This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. Now the pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Verdugo waits on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Next to dig in, Luke Voigt. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen. Richards gets the sign. First pitch on its way. A little indecisive with that swing as he waves through it.
There's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if they have to incorporate that into their mindset.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Now a ball ripped into deep center field. Verdugo's got it, and with it, the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. Still no score. Jonathan Loizaga has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
number 43, Jonathan.
Now into the box, Anthony Santander, lifetime against this particular arm. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. First pitch on the way.
Hey!
0-1, here it comes. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his 3rd tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
In now, Bobby Dahlbeck, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. That evens it up, 1-1. Now the pitch. 2-1. And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Oh, that's it.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 3-1 pitch. Finds the zone to fill the count, 3-2.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, if you don't get to head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
Full count here. Here comes the pitch. And he strikes him out as well. So 2 punch-outs to begin the outing out of the pen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Stepping in now, Christian Vasquez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Swing, and he takes this the other way to right. Judge gets there for the catch, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Red Sox. We are still scoreless. Adam Ottavino is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 0, Adam Ottavino.
Giancarlo Stanton now. His head-to-head numbers against Adam Ottavino. He's 1-for-5.
Giancarlo Stanton.
First pitch on its way.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1. As mentioned earlier in the broadcast, this game has the potential to result in a series sweep, but of course, with a tie game on our hands, that is no foregone conclusion.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Never easy to sweep. This is one of those teeter-totter games, back and forth as we're tied going into the back end of this game right now. It'll be interesting to see how this one plays out.
set, and the 2-1 pitch. Cut fastball, and there's strike 2. Here now the 2-2. It's a slider that backs up for a ball.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Full count, here it comes. Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for out number 1. And there are the final numbers for the Boston starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
Hey, one of the things you can't control as a starting pitcher is whether you're going to win or lose a game. He pitched awfully well in this one. As of right now, he's in line for a no decision.
So now to the plate, Clint Frazier, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Hit on the ground out to short. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
Tough play right there, but slight trouble getting rid of it made all the difference. He's going to tell you after this ball game, he should have made that play.
At the plate, Kyle Higashioka, as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And a strike to even the count, 1-1. As a look, now the pitch. And not a real good cut at that slider, and he's behind 1-2.
That was a great hack right there. Timing was on point. Just sometimes you have bad bat barrel accuracy.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Looked like the cut fastball there, and he got him to swing through it for the second out.
That was a big strikeout there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to, and that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Fouled away. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Two balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. To 2-2 now.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
Here's the 2-2. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Yanks lead 1, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Jake Cave is going to come on and pinch hit here, and this is an important at-bat, leading things off in the ninth in a tie ball game. He's set and the pitch. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. It's out of here, and they've taken the lead in the ninth. Santa Maria. A solo shot down the line in right. As they get on the board first, it's 1-0.
Hey, with one swing of the bat, that closer better get ready. He's going to be doing some work in the bottom half of this inning.
Domingo Germán, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound.
55. Domingo Germán.
Into the box now, Xander Bogaerts, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Now the pitch. 3-0.
All the makings of a big inning right here. One already left the yard, and the power hitters are coming up.
Here it comes, the 3-0. 3-1 the count now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Now to bat, Alex Verdugo. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. First pitch on the way. High chopper over to the right side. Throw in time at first for route number 2.
Up next for the Red Sox, the designated hitter, J.D. Martinez.
Striding forward now is the DH, J.D. Martinez. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Frazier will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. The Red Sox do pick up a run on the solo shot. Last chance coming up here for the Bombers, and it's 1-0 Boston. Josh Taylor comes on looking for a save here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Number 38, Josh Taylor.
Yolmer Sanchez will come on defensively now as he takes over at second.
Number 13, Yolmer Sanchez.
Now at the plate is Miguel Andujar. He's going to lead things off in their half of the 9th as they try to avoid the dreaded shutout.
It's never a good feeling to get shut out, and over the course of the season, it's bound to happen a few times. They've just been overmatched by good pitching.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. The Red Sox leading by the slimmest of margins late in this one and trying to hang on and earn the series sweep.
One of the keys if you want to sweep a team is you're going to have to get some big outs in that 7th, 8th, and 9th inning. They're leading by a run as we're going towards the end of this game. Now it's time for the pitching staff to put this one under wraps.
Ready on 1-2. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
They might even change their nickname for this team to the Road Warriors. A sweep is looking pretty good as they're leading this one again late in the ballgame. And hey, if the first baseman is playing straight up there, that's probably a double down the line. But in order to prevent that late in the game, they had him guarding the line, and it obviously worked out perfectly.
Into the box, DJ LeMahieu, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. His prior history versus this arm, he's a perfect 3 for 3. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
1-1.
Swinging a blooper to the right side. Sanchez ranging into the outfield. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Aaron Judge.
The Yankees down to their final out. And that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. He's set. Here it comes. Drives it out to deep right center field. He's got it, and the Red Sox go on the road and sweep their division rivals in this 3-game series.
Wow, that game flew by, but that's what happens when you get a well-pitched 1-run game. Both hurlers battled, and it's almost a shame somebody had to lose this one.
And that 1 run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. Both Sox came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Adam Ottavino gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Josh Taylor earns the save out of the bullpen, his 13th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Boston Red Sox, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Yankees, no runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base. Time of the ball game, a swift 2 hours and 19 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Yankee Stadium, 47,309.